What is going on, internet? Broken here again. Now in this video, I'm going to give you a brief overview of the Metabolism video that was released. However, we're actually going to look more into the background and we're going to delve into some of the events that happened more recently and see if we can find any links with some of the footage that's been released. There is also going to be another video made with a few bits cut out of the PAX live stream, so make sure if you're not already to subscribe and press the bell next to it to be part of the notification squad, so then you're alerted for the next video. If you haven't already, you guys should check out Gas Guzzlers Extreme. This is the previous game made by Gamepires and it's a load of fun. One of the things that I picked up from the game was how solid their netcode was. Now a few games when they're released, the netcode is a little bit wobbly, but Gas Guzzlers, man, it feels fluid, really fluid. So go and check that out, and if you head over to the official SCUM Discord, send me a message and I might even race you. Right, so now that's done, I'm going to zip right through the Metabolism video. So in a nutshell, SCUM has the most complicated and most in-depth metabolism system ever put into a game, like literally ever. Dependent on your body size, how muscly or how unmuscly you are, and how much weight that you're carrying around with you, this all has an impact on how many calories that you require per day, and that's just normal day-to-day activity. Then on top of that, if you're carrying lots of weight, that's going to impact it. If you're running up and down hills a lot, again, that's going to impact it heavily. And even things like the weather conditions are going to have an effect on your metabolism. If you're big and strong and you run up and down hills a lot and carry lots of weight, you're going to need to eat a lot of calories. And if you're skinny and you just walk everywhere, you're not going to have so many to eat. And that is really skimming the surface of the Metabolism video that they did. I mean, it goes into depth a lot more, but what I was interested in was all the little bits behind the video. Like for example, in the opening scene, there's a lot of information here which can be easily overlooked. The first thing that stuck out to me was a little message to John Dick. John Dick is a voice actor and he's located in America, or at least I think he is. The development team, they're based in Croatia, which means they're going to send him a script and then put that to a video, which means he has no idea what's going to be in the video. So the message that's behind the player, sat on the toilet, I think is quite a funny little nod to him in their own jokey way. Then the second thing that stood out was the actual t-shirt that was being worn. When I first saw it, I thought that was a really cool t-shirt. After watching the PAX stream, I noticed that the developers were actually wearing this shirt. And this guy right here, this is the community manager. He goes under the handle of Wonder, and I think he's modelling it quite well. I mean, he's not as buff as the guy in the video, but I mean, he fills it out, right? Okay, so one of the next things that I noticed in the video were the books that were lying on the floor. And a couple of times, we actually get a good view of what they are. So I thought, I'm going to have a look into them, see what I can find out. And the book on the left is called The Metamorphosis, or Metamorphosis. It's pronounced one of the two ways anyway. So I was having a look at what it was about, and I tried to find the artwork that was on the cover, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And it was literally by fluke. I stumbled across another book called Acupuncture of the Mind. And the reason that I took note of what it actually was because of the artwork. So I don't know if this was just to get around copyright or if there is a nod to friends who are the authors of these books. I mean, I really don't know. But it's clear that these two have been combined for this. And there's obviously a reason that they're in there. Now, I'm going to throw this out there. It's very wild and it's very out there. But one of the pictures taken from the PAX event was one of the developers behind a cage wearing a t-shirt. Now, the t-shirt says, Property of Tech 1 DOC. The DOC stands for Department of Corrections, I think. And then underneath it says Psycho Ward. Now, to be wearing this t-shirt and to have a book about psychology, that's a small stretch, right? However, if you actually look at what Acupuncture of the Mind is about, it's about a character called Julian Marcus who is on the edge of a mental breakdown. He's questioning free will, authority, and the meaning of his fractured life. Now, in the game, you are going to challenge the authority because you're a prisoner. Obviously, you don't want to be trapped on the island. So there could be a link there. And it also could mean that the developers feel like they're losing their mind because prior to the PAX event, they did a 23-hour day working on the game. The day was that momentous that they decided to take a picture. And lying there on the floor is our wonderful community manager, Wonder, in his so-called Zen mode. And then the final thing that I wanted to raise in this video, and to be honest, it's probably one of the biggest things in the video, is the calendar in the toilet booth. So first of all, I want to point out that this is pure speculation, but over on the Discord, the release is set for Q2 2018. And if you actually look at the calendar, it says July, which is part of Q2. Now, without trying to start the hype engine going, we may actually be looking at a July release date. Now, it may be the beginning, maybe the end, and it may even get delayed because, I mean, this is game development after all. But just think to yourself, why is a calendar with July in a toilet booth in the game development video? There has to be a reason for it. Okay then, well, This one is a short video because I'm still sifting through the PAX footage. Now, if you want to watch that, I'm going to get it out as soon as I can. And I want to say a big thank you for actually watching the video all the way this far. So if you go and check on my Twitter, I should be running one of my giveaways. So as a big thank you for watching this far, go check that out, get yourself entered into it, and hopefully that you can be the winner. Well, I've been so broken. Thank you for watching, and let's get hyped for SCUM!